My name is Paul. I'm 45 years old. I got Crohn's disease. I used to have fasciitis disease. And I had my operation in 2006. It was my first operation. And I had to have it because I could barely walk. And they gave me a colostomy. I had to wear this just to keep that on. And I used to like a little sash belt. I found that these supports was bang on. That's all I really needed. You know what I'm saying? And it's fantastic. And I feel just as good as anybody else. And maybe it makes me want to compete more. Maybe wants me to get more out of life. It's competitive. It's good cardio. It's a little banter with the fellas. You can release your male testosterone, you know what I'm saying? And it's good fun, you know what I'm saying? And it's creative, you can still develop. You know what I'm saying? I still like to be better.
It's Margaret McLennan's first day back in the studio. The 27-year-old has been dancing and performing for 8 years, but had to stop in the fall. She got very sick and was eventually diagnosed with ulcerative colitis. It's an inflammatory bowel disease that affects the mucosal tissues of the colon and rectum. She dances with an ostomy bag, which is how she uses the bathroom now.
For a while, I thought I was going to have to quit belly dance because this, having an ileostomy should be a career-ending illness for a belly dancer. And I was really, really upset for about half an hour, but then really upset for only about half an hour. And then I remembered that that's not why I started dancing in the first place.
Now McLennan is practicing for a main stage performance in Newfoundland for the United Ostomy Association of Canada. It's happening at the end of the month.
Well, I do have a lot of scar tissue to kind of get over, so I'm relearning how to use all the muscles in my abdominals.
Hi, I'm Satori. I'm 34 and I'm a musician and dancer. Last year in April I was diagnosed with bowel cancer, and following 2 rounds of chemotherapy my bowel got obstructed. So I had to have an emergency operation, which resulted in me having a colostomy. From what the doctors were telling me, I knew that I was going to have an operation, I was going to have a bag, but it was going to be okay. So I did have faith in them. I started to do more yoga in the months following my first operation because it is more relaxing, it's not strenuous, you're not doing lots of ballistic movements, and some of it is mat based. So I started yoga more since my diagnosis. You can enjoy life with a stoma. I went on holiday to Galapagos Islands and I went snorkeling and mountain biking, and really there's nothing that you can't do. If anyone says, oh, you should be doing that, you shouldn't do that, I think just listen to your body, because you really, your body, you know yourself best. You can do whatever you want to do. The stoma shouldn't prevent you from doing the things you want to do. It may affect it a little bit, it may take a little bit of adjustment, but you can do whatever you want to do. So carry on living your life and do exactly what you feel like doing.
So one of the first things that I like to do is to layer things, and especially wearing kind of, a tighter camisole like this really helps in just keeping everything in place. And so even like with my jeans, my stoma is a couple inches above my pant line. So especially if you are somebody who is considering having an ostomy in the future, make sure that they mark you beforehand and realize where your pant line is going to be in relation to your stoma. Because for me, I went in, wore a normal pair of pants that I would wear, and that way we could place it to make sure it's not going to be right under the waistline where it could hurt and wasn't too low that it would cause problems, or just much higher than it needed to be. So that was a nice option to be able to do that. But I like having camisoles like this that can kind of keep everything tight, keep it in place. Really doesn't show through much at all. And the little amount that it does is not something that I've ever had anybody comment on or even notice or make a remark about. And now looking at dresses, I practically live in dresses during the summer, and they're my favorite thing to wear. And they were another thing that I was really kind of concerned about when I was first going through my surgery. But what I do is I keep with the bands again, and don't worry, I'm wearing shorts, I'm not going to flash you all. But I wear one of the bands underneath, and this really gives it the support and stability. As you can see, I fold under, the bag kind of inside the band, and that gives it all the support it needs even when it starts filling up. It keeps it from tugging and pulling or getting caught on anything like that.
I wear my bag angled at a 45-degree angle, angling towards the outside of my leg. And the Stealth Belt is actually made so it's angled at a 90-degree angle. Now, I don't wear my bag at 90 degrees, I wear it at 45, but it definitely is kind of an in-between to make it fit easier into the Stealth Belt. Alright, I am going to change my bag for the half marathon that I am running today. As you can see, I did this myself. It's super easy because they give you, you know, a 1, 2, 3 process. So I'm able to actually put one piece on and then put the bag on. And this is a one piece, this isn't even the 2-piece. I prefer personally the 1 piece. It works better for me. But it's super easy. I did it myself, which is nice. I don't need really help. I'm hoping that it works and there's no leaks because running with a leaky bag is not going to be a great thing. Ready to go. It's all been leading up to this race. I'm so excited to have all of my friends here running with me. We are almost at mile 5. So far, so good. This race is so awesome. All the lights, and they have bands playing music, and it's pretty fun. We have 2 miles left, so we have to finish. So far, so good with everything. I just finished 13.1 miles. It was such an experience. I had such a good time. It was like very emotional, and I actually had my Convatec bag, and I will show that it did not leak at all. Completely good, totally stayed on. I'm so thankful I had this bag.
Hi, my name is Sarah. Today I want to show you how the Freedom Guard allows me to live my life. I swim, I run, I hike, I ski, and oh yeah, I have a permanent ileostomy.
Some nights I stay up, cashing in my bad luck. Some nights I call it a draw. Some nights I wish that my lips could build a castle. Some nights I wish they just fall off.
What are you doing? We're biking to like China.
And how do you feel?
I feel good. The Freedom Guard does not interfere with my leg movement at all, and I have plenty of mobility with it.
I don't know anymore.
With the Freedom Guard, I have the ability to hate crunches and sit-ups just as much as everyone else.
I found a martyr in my bed tonight.